2 of their 3 red zone trips so far. They've come up empty on that. They look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he will find the end zone again, so he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
Indeed means action.
Exactly.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Hey, kill.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Check nickel. Hey. Go team, spell. He's checking. Crash. Hey, alert 3. No.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is caught, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 29 yards, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. This is Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
You got both of the
A
keys?
few yards into the end zone.
You got your key too?
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back-to-back good plays. Have
What are you talking about,
move on first down. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one in complete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Right now, I'm doing it right now, Travis. Right now.
Up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Cowboys going to bring the first of their timeouts
like a whole bunch of
as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown.
I dropped it already, Travis.
In the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
You said what?
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Huh? Yeah, what?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Andy Dalton now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Dalton wants to throw. Green with a catch left side. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. On first down, Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if the team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
On second down now, Bernard. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So now the first OT throw coming for Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Throwing. Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Hey, Quinn. Look, I was trying to run the ball and stay in the middle of the field, right? So I can kick the field goal right down the pipe. Man, tell me why that nigga Ezekiel Elliott started running and everybody was just falling in front of that nigga. That nigga was just running and broke free out that motherfucker. I should have clipped that shit.